everybody.
From the Nepscu connection. Cal is on fire.
Championship game in each of the last 2 seasons. Unblemished to start out the year, but a big challenge here on the road tonight. And Vic Schaefer knows there is only one way for the Dogs to play.
It ain't pretty ball tonight. If it's how we play the game. They got to play our game. It's got to be this right here. 40 minutes of hell. That's what it's.
School history. And they are ready to roll in front of a raucous home crowd tonight here in Eugene. Beth Mowens along with Debbie Antonelli and Holly Rowe. And we are set to go, Debbie, with not 1, but 2 at the top of the scoring rolls right now in the NCAA.
Are you kidding me? This game is all about offense. We've got 2 teams that average over 90 points a game. Both teams have guards that can score and they don't turn the ball over. Both teams
and Holly Rowe, not just courtside, but on the floor tonight with more.
Well, you heard Vic Schaefer say at the top of the show that they cannot play pretty ball. What does pretty ball mean? He does not want Oregon starting to operate their offense from right here. He wants that toughness and physicality to push their offense out here, to be operating out here and make things more difficult. He wants them to be physical, disrupt the cutting lanes, disrupt the passing lanes, not let Oregon get to their spots. As he said, if we play pretty ball, we'll get run out of town. His idea of pretty ball is letting people get to their spots. That's what they intend to disrupt today.
A pair of Final Four and national championship contenders. The defending SEC champs. The defending Pac-12 champs. Getting set to go at it at Matthew Knight Arena.
I expect this to be played at a very fast pace. Mississippi State will be a full-court man-to-man defensive pressure team trying to get into Sabrina Ionescu, the best player for Oregon, not allowing her to run their offense, to get in her window and make it tough for her to be able to run their offense.
You mentioned the pair of All-Americans, Sabrina Ionescu, a triple-double machine. She is tied for the NCAA record, both men and women. And on the other side, Tiara McCowan had a career night for State when they beat Oregon down in Starkville last year, dropped 35 on the Ducks with 19 boards and 5 blocks. And the Road Reds will win the opening tip. For the Bulldogs, 4 new starters from their team that reached the championship game a year ago. McCowan being the lone returnee, and here she is with a touch and a lot of attention around her.
Both teams will play man-to-man defense. We won't see any zone at all out of Mississippi State. We might see multiple looks from Oregon.
Ionescu, number 20 in white, led the league last year in not only scoring but assists as well, as Monte Cazorla finds the lane to drive.
She does a really nice job of turning the corner and going right at the shot blocker, McCowan. Tiara McCowan, 6'7", number 15 in maroon, is the target to keep an eye on for Mississippi State.
Three-pointer is no good from Chloe Bibby. This might be the stat of the night, Debbie. The offensive boards for Mississippi State, they dominate on the glass. They'll get a second chance here. ANRIEL Howard, the grad transfer from Texas A&M, and a rebound for Ionescu. And she'll pull up from 16. Kept alive by Aaron Boley, and a whistle and a foul will go against the Ducks.
You heard Holly talk about the physicality of Mississippi State. They're an up-the-line overplaying. They've got more depth. They can get aggressive with their defense for head coach Vic Schaefer. Oregon's the other way, Beth. They've got to play more of that finesse game, soft on their defensive effort, and they cannot get in foul trouble.
This is why there's such a huge crowd here tonight. This is the biggest game based on the rankings of the two teams in the history of the women's program here, and it matches that of that UCLA visit here for the men back in 1975. So a big deal in the Pacific Northwest.
Jordan Danbury, number 24 in maroon. She's got the assignment on Sabrina Ionescu.
They love to shoot the three, do the Ducks. Short on that shot by Cazorla, and here's Howard with the pull-up. The senior out of Atlanta, 1,000-point score, 1,000 rebounds as well.
Transfer graduate student from Texas A&M, and she has the ability to get it off the glass and fill the middle of the floor and get them in their transition game. And she's a tremendous offensive rebounder.
Satu Sabali, last year's Pac-12 Freshman of the Year, with the kick out and the step back for Aaron Boley, a former high school National Player of the Year out of Kentucky.
She's also a transfer from Notre Dame, playing in her first year of eligibility for Oregon. She is a tremendous offensive stretcher, meaning she can score 2 and 3 feet outside the three-point line to open things up for Ruthie Hebert on the inside.
The other four, really, Debbie, right? They can all shoot it to try and stretch that floor, and there is a second chance point. They'll get close to 20 of them a game.
You know, Beth, there's a chance that this could be the threes of Oregon versus the twos of Mississippi State.
Ball screen action for the Ducks.
Really good D.
Boley off the bounce, and she's hit a couple early.
That's one thing Mississippi State will try to do, is they've got to run Oregon off the three-point line, force them to make a play with their feet off the bounce.
Jasmine Holmes and Danbury off the dribble.
I don't think there's any perimeter matchup that Oregon can keep in front of them. Mississippi State is so good off the bounce and turning the corner in their offense, especially out of that dribble drive action.
The defense has been an issue for Oregon, and they have the ability to simply outscore opponents. The pick and the roll right there for Ruthie Hebert.
They've run 3 pick and rolls with Marte Corzola with the ball, but the first time they ran it on the right side of the floor. Let's see if they go right back to that.
The quick response from Mississippi State for the 1-point lead.
And why that play works, Beth, is because you've got shooters in the corner, so you cannot help.
Last year when these two teams met, both Hebert and McCowan had monster games. In fact, Ruthie only missed 1 of the 12 shots she attempted as Sabali gets 2 to grab the lead again.
You know what? I'm perfectly fine if this is up and down like this all game. I have absolutely no issue with this.
Mississippi State 5 of 8. Oregon 5 for their first 7.
Zone for Oregon.
Howard using that body to create some space, and here comes Ionescu. She'll pull up in traffic, in and out.
She's had 2 pretty good looks in transition from 15.
Holmes, no good, but right there, weak side is McCowan.
Yeah, there's no reason why Mississippi State should ever turn the ball over. That's a great drive. Just throw it up on the glass and let 6-7 rebound it on the weak side.
Cazorla, they did a good job of getting McCowan out of the paint. Maite, the senior from Spain, she's number 2 all-time in assists, but she's gotten better each of her 4 years becoming a scorer.
Look, the jacket is off. Vic Schaefer is not happy with his team's defensive effort. I don't think he's happy with their shot selection either.
6 minutes gone, and a good start for both sides on the offensive end. There's Hebard with the rebound, and there's the jacketless Vic Schaefer.
They've got 2 and 3 white jerseys around Tierra McCowan.
What a job that Schaefer has done at Mississippi State now in his 7th year. He was the coach of the year last season, now a 7-2 record that ended in the national championship game in that heartbreaking loss to the Fighting Irish. Bibby got the range. The Aussie drills the 3.
Bibby with a bucket now. This kid right here, 51% outside the three-point line. She doesn't need much space or separation to get her shot off either.
This is what Mississippi State likes to do off the make. Try and turn the heat up for 94 feet. Which Cazorla's a terrific ball handler.
Yeah, and keep in mind, there's a wear-down effect over 4 quarters. It's not just what happens now, it's what happens in the 4th.
And a blocking foul called on the drive. That'll go against Danbury. Terrific start here at Oregon with Mississippi State up a deuce.
Hi, this is Hannah Beach from the New York Times. The government wanted to present its narrative. The military is everywhere. No one is telling the truth. The government is saying burn down their own houses. They'd started to believe it. It's like genocide denial 101.
Guys, how frustrating is it to find a great pair of jeans? Too tight here, too loose there, too long there? Standard jeans use just 2 measurements, and Taylor Custom Jeans use 7 different measurements to give you the perfect fit. Your phone can measure you right now. Download the M-Tailor app on iOS or Android. Choose from hundreds of styles. M-Tailor measures you digitally and is 20% more accurate than a professional tailor. With free shipping and a money-back guarantee, get your new favorite pair of jeans today. M-Tailor, available on the Apple App Store or Android.
I'll shoot you an estimate as soon as I get back to the office.
Hey, I can help you do that right now. Hi, Thrive.
Right.
Yep, I'm the all-in-one management software built for small business. Hi, Thrive.
Help me with scheduling?
Sure thing. Up top. Hi, Thrive.
Payments,
Hi, Thrive.
promotions,
Hi, Thrive.
email marketing,
Almost there. Hold on. Wait for it. Hi, Thrive.
Manage my customer list?
Can do, will do. Hi, Thrive.
Post on social media?
Hashtag Hi, Thrive, my friend. Get your free 7-day trial today.
I was right out of college and I was starting job interviews, and I already noticed that my teeth were starting to shift. When I heard of Smile Direct, I was so excited.
Let Smile Direct Club give you a smile you'll love for 60% less than braces by sending invisible aligners direct to you. Plus, we straighten most smiles in an average of 6 months.
So convenient. You don't have to go to an orthodontist every month. You can go into a Smile shop. They also have a kit that they can ship directly to your house. There's really no excuse to not try it.
Get started for 60% less at SmileDirectClub.com.
Compete, because the competition won't stop. They're coming, stronger, faster, longer than ever. True contenders don't play around.
Man up, check. Chest out, check. Chin up, check. Discipline, check. Listening, check.
Think you can hang?
Check.
Prove it.
You're watching the Pac-12 on ESPN. Terrific crowd on hand here at Matthew Knight Arena in Eugene for a top 10 matchup, Mississippi State and Oregon. And let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Well, Oregon knew that coming into this game, offensive rebounding would be a huge deal, and they already have 3 for Mississippi State. So Kelly Graves really addressed his team and said, look, Ruthie Hebard is in there working her behind off against Big Tierra McCown, and then a little guard just comes in and swoops up the loose ball. He said all 5 people have to be locked in, engaged with the body, and boxing out. It does no good if Ruthie's doing all that work if you aren't boxing out the smaller guard. So it's got to be team rebounding. Mississippi State with 6 rebounds, Oregon with just 3 and 0 offensive.
And 4 points, so a couple of baskets converted on those offensive rebounds for second chance points for Mississippi State.
You notice how Corzola has managed most of the offense from the top of the floor. They're using Sabrina Ionescu off the ball right now and running her off some screening action, but playing in the two-man game with Hebert as the screener has been successful for Oregon early on.
And the best free throw shooting team in the country gets a couple there. We are even at 15. Mississippi State undefeated with a couple of ranked wins. Oregon, their lone loss on the road against Michigan State. Now this is the last big non-conference matchup for these two. So ANRIEL Howard to the free throw line, 65% on the season. Well, Thursday we've got college basketball on the men's side for you, ESPN2 at 7 Eastern. And a top 10 showdown there as well. Texas Tech off to a phenomenal start. And, of course, you got to check out Duke and Zion Williamson. That'll be at Madison Square Garden. Holly Rowe will be courtside for that one. And you can always watch on the ESPN app from anywhere you happen to be.
Zion Williamson, you set your time by it. You decide when you eat your meals by it. You just keep your eye on Zion Williamson for Duke.
Eye on Zion, Holly?
I will say from the Big 12 perspective, though, that Texas Tech is one of the leaders in the nation in field goal percentage defense. So look out. They're going to make things hard for Duke at the Garden.
Undefeated, Holly. Should be fun.
Here's a look at Kelly Graves, now in his 5th season. Back-to-back trips to the Elite Eight. And they won both the regular season and the tournament championships last year in the Pac-12. They are the preseason favorites again this year, although
is the way the Pac-12 schedule lays out. Oregon and Oregon State have to play each other twice, where Stanford only plays them each once, and they play them at home. So Oregon and Oregon State are going to have to go into Maples and win those games, and that is not easy.
The league will probably be decided when those three and the Cal Bears all play each other in about a 10-day stretch. And a terrific assist. Ionescu to Hebert with the finish.
The shoot is the middle of the floor. The free throw lane extended, and that's where Oregon is running all of their offense. Shooters in the corner, stretching the floor, and getting a isolation on the inside.
And that's going to be an offensive foul called on Mississippi State.
You watch, there's a screen right on the elbow in the pinch, and they're just playing in the shoot. Shooters in the corner, very well designed, terrific execution, great time off the timeout to run it.
And that is the second foul on starting guard Jordan Danbury, number 24 in the maroon. And she is going to check out right now.
Off the old butt play right here.
Mississippi State applying the full court pressure whenever they can. There's not a lot of depth on this Oregon team. In fact, only 9 players available. There's still a back injury that is keeping Morgan Yeager on the side.
I think .3 always has to come off the clock on that play. So that's why there's 1 second taken off the shot clock.
I don't know if there is an established off-the-butt inbounds pass for how much time comes off the clock, but we thought that it would be an issue for the Ducks off the bounce, but not so far for Cazorla.
It's not a problem for them to score.
No.
And so because they score, they're able to get back and look at where their defense is inside the arc. Right now they're playing a little bit, it looks like a box and one on Bibby.
Howard lost her footing and is called for the walk. And she may have hurt her ankle. So a starter in foul trouble, and now possibly another one with an injury issue for Howard.
Yeah, you see that's
on that left ankle.
Yep. And what do when you're a veteran player and you want to play in a big game? You just lace them up a little tighter.
This is a team that is second in the country in scoring, fourth in the country in scoring defense. They're used to wiping people out. So a good challenge, a good test for this Bulldog team tonight. And the swat by McCowan. They are the best shot blocking team in the country as well.
I love the stuff they're running off the pinch, the screen on the ball. Mississippi State looks very stagnant on offense. They need to move the ball. Here's their dribble drive action. This usually gets them going.
And an offensive foul called off the ball on Tiara McCowan.
She hasn't had an easy, quality touch. Watch McCowan, number 15, underneath the basket, being guarded by Hebert.
Oh,
well,
boy.
I don't know about that.
There's a couple All-American candidates matching up there.
Did we agree?
We did agree on that one. Ionescu stepped out of bounds. So Sabrina so far scoreless. She's got 3 rebounds and a couple of assists. Last year set the Pac-12 assist record as the final seconds tick away in the first quarter. And Holmes off the mark. One is done in Eugene. 7th ranked Oregon with the 2-point lead over number 4 Mississippi State.
There to be devoted. Jared.
Success without integrity means nothing. Every hour of every day, be the man of today. Boss Bottled Tonic.
It's Macy's one-day sale with over 25,000 deals of the day. Like 70% off our fine jewelry clearance, 60 to 70% off Effie jewelry, and 50% off brilliant diamonds. Macy's one-day sale, now through Wednesday.
University built not just on where we've been, but where we're going. The University of Oregon.
Iconic luxury items from Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Hermes, Gucci, Rolex, and hundreds more at up to 90% off retail. All authenticated by our experts. Real luxury, unreal value. Only at The Real Real. Download the app and get 20% off select items with the code REAL.
Are hiring delays causing work to pile up? That's not smart. Then there's smart. ZipRecruiter finds people with the right skills, education, and experience for your job and actively invites them to apply, so you get qualified candidates fast. That's why ZipRecruiter is rated #1 by employers in the U.S. ZipRecruiter, the preferred job site of college sports fans everywhere. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/coach.
Back here in Eugene, where they're ducking the halls this holiday season, and they are enjoying an early present. The top 10 showdown with the Ducks leading Mississippi State 19-17. The Bulldogs coming in here undefeated. They'll play here tonight before heading up to Washington on Thursday. Well played in that first quarter Oregon shooting 61%, Debbie, and they have kept McCowan quiet thus far. They've only allowed McCowan and ANRIEL Howard 1 offensive rebound and only 4 second chance points. They'll take that.
Well, I think part of the reason why Mississippi State cannot get to the offensive glass is because I don't think their shot selection has been very good in the first half. So if you're not taking shots in the rhythm of your offense, it's very difficult to get to the boards. And plus, Howard's taking 2 threes. That takes her away from offensive rebounding.
There's a turnover for Oregon. Lydia Giomi, the 6'6" sophomore, coming on. They've been going to their bench a little bit here tonight. And the foul trouble for Mississippi State. Starting guard Jordan Danbury is out with 2 right now. McCowan with a paint touch, immediately double teamed, and her kick out. The 3-ball no good. Good hustle by Bibby to keep that alive. To the man defensively for the Ducks. Off the bounce. And it's Adi Gilden, the senior from Spokane, with the rebound.
Through their horn series. They're playing off the elbows.
Bowley for 3. She's got it.
Now they are such a great offensive rhythmic team. What a terrific left-handed pass by Ionescu, right to the shooting pocket, and Bowley gets her feet under her shoulders.
Bowley and Cazorla with 8 each. It's an offense, all 5 starters average in double digits. McCowan, the putback and 1. And she hit the deck hard.
Rebound pass is good. McCowan. On the shot,
ANRIEL Howard kept that ball alive on the offensive glass. There she is with a tip, and then
block. 6'7" senior out of Brown, Texas. The preseason player of the year in the SEC, coming off an All-American season where she was for her first bucket. Ebert and the second block. And the quick outlet from Tierra. Holmes switches to the left side, missed the layup.
And you got to make that play.
Ionescu, nice hesitation on the left side and then uses the window.
Beth, that's a 4-point play because McCowan blocks it into their transition game and Holmes misses a layup. Ionescu quickly the other end. Just switch that dribble weave action at the top of the floor.
Howard with the step through.
See, you run the dribble drive, you get that matchup that you want because Oregon is switching that defensively.
Off the takeaway and quickly to Bibby for 2. As Danbury is back out there and got the steal. And Kelly Graves wants the timeout as they struggle to get the ball in. All tied up at 24. We'll take the timeout with them and be right back.
UFC fans, this is the moment you truly all been waiting for.
With my hepatitis C, I felt I couldn't be at my best for my family. In only 8 weeks with Maverick, I was cured and left those doubts behind.
I face reminders of my Hep C every day, but in only 8 weeks with Maverick, I was cured.
Even hanging with friends, I worried about my Hep C, but in only 8 weeks with Maverick, I was cured.
Maverick is the only 8-week cure for all common types of Hep C. Before starting Maverick, your doctor will test if you've had hepatitis B, which may flare up and cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you've had hepatitis B, a liver or kidney transplant, other liver problems, HIV-1, or other medical conditions, and all medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Don't take Maverick with atazanavir or rifampin, or if you've had certain liver problems. Common side effects include headache and tiredness.
With Hep C behind me, I feel free.
Fearless.
And there's no looking back, because I am cured.
Talk to your doctor about Maverick.
Success without integrity means nothing. Every hour of every day, be the man of today. Boss Bottled Tonic.
I'm living in that dream from the 80s. Got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero need his theme music. No one man should have all that power. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the power. The system broken, the school's closed, the prison's open. So good night, cool world, I see you in
Invictus, fragrance for men by Paco Rabanne.
Experience the world's finest fragrance collection at Macy's, your gift destination.
Wake up, wake up. The time has come for paths to be beat and treasures won, and impossible tales to be sung. As we take on our foes, together as one. Till we send our fears back to where they came from. Wake up, wake up. The time has come.
ESPN, the home of the NCAA Women's Basketball Championship.
Ogunbowale for the win. Good! Notre Dame wins the national championship.
Well, Saturday, December 29th on ESPN, it's the college football playoffs semifinals. It'll start at 4 o'clock from the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic with Clemson and Notre Dame. And then the Capital One Orange Bowl with the top seed Alabama and the Oklahoma Sooners. Both games also available live on the ESPN app. The chair of the College Football Playoff Committee, Rob Mullins, is also the athletic director here at Oregon, and Holly Rowe has him.
Well, Rob, we were just talking about the college football playoff. So excited about what's coming up. As you've had some time to step back and look at the selections, the 4 teams that are in, how have you kind of settled on, all right, we got this right this year?
Well, you know, it was a great group of 13 people who took the role seriously. And at the end there was some intense debate about making sure we got it right. And we're confident that we did because of the process, the people, and the integrity.
So huge environment here for women's basketball tonight. Over 8,500 people in the building. What does this say what you did to hire Kelly Graves to build what he has built in the last 4 years?
Well, Kelly and this team has really energized this community, the way they connect, the way they play, and this community has really rallied around the spirit of women's basketball, and it's been great to see.
Okay, this is no offense to the men, but I'm just secretly super proud. I think we have more women or more fans here tonight for the women's game. Do you think that's right?
I think you're accurate, Holly, and you know, this is a great game with 2 great teams, and this place is going to make a difference.
All right. I just had to shout out for the women. They've done a great job. Thank you. And can we just quickly show Rob's shoes? I just want you to see the AD shoes.
Oh, nice.
I mean, this is a stylish AD here. I'm just very proud of him.
You're looking good too, Holly.
Congratulations on a great environment for women's basketball. We're so excited to be here.
Great, thank you. We appreciate you being here.
All right, see you down the road at college football.
All righty.
Holly's absolutely right. I was here for the men's game. There's more people in here, and it's very active and lively.
Your picks, by the way? Clemson, Notre Dame, Alabama, and Oklahoma?
You know I got Clemson. Full transparency, I'm paying tuition.
There you go. There you go. A 2-point lead here for Oregon. Trying to hand Mississippi State its first loss of the season. State already with wins over Texas and Marquette. And the 3-ball is good from Chloe Bibby.
That's a great execution. That is too easy. I think we finally saw a little crack of a smile from Vic Schaefer on that out-of-bounds play.
Now, he knew it was going to be a struggle coming in here on the road, hostile environment. Of course, they've played in front of some big crowds the last few years, including all those great crowds at the Final Fours the last 2 seasons. Sabally misses in the lane. Rebound McCowan.
Beth, we're talking about this crowd. I mean, Mississippi State and the SEC traditionally has great women's basketball crowds. South Carolina's led the country the last 4 years in attendance. And every year, Mississippi State has won more games than the year before, and their crowd continues to grow.
And that is the second offensive foul called on Tiara McCowan.
Take a look at this right here. She finally gets a quality touch, 2 feet in the lane. And see, right there, okay, I'm going to say this, and I don't understand why sometimes our rules are not similar, but on the men's side, that's the cylinder rule.
Yes.
That is a basketball play where she turns and pivots with her arms perpendicular to the ground. That would not be a foul on the offensive player in the men's game. To me, that's a basketball play. 2 feet in the paint, turn to make a score, and she gets called for a foul.
And now Vic Schaefer is in a little trouble here. His assistants trying to keep him away from the officials so he doesn't get a technical foul here.
So now they have to go and look at it because the elbow was contact to the head.
He's got 2 starters now with 2 personal fouls.
Okay, watch. Wow, that's a big shove from behind. And see, Hebert is in her space. She can't even turn and pivot. 2 feet in the paint, turn to pivot. Does she lead with her elbow? That's what they're going to say because player safety is important. However, I don't think this gets upgraded. I think it's a common foul. I know Vic Schaefer's not happy about it, but see, they're not sure if you bring the third official in. They want to make sure they make the right read here, and they're taking their time. That's why you saw the officials switch out and the third official come in to look. I think this is the first time they've had a direct pass into the post to her.
Yeah. Well, and that's something, like you said, hopefully
Is that faking?
In the offseason, the rules committee's got to look at that.
Does she get okay, her shoulder, not her elbow. I think you have to have room to turn.
Yeah, I would agree. So the official review underway. And they're discussing now the significance of the elbow.
Which would be an unsportsmanlike, not a flagrant one. It's similar. The men's language is flagrant one, but the women is unsportsmanlike foul if they upgrade it.
So the officials are coming over and they're going to explain it to us. And Michael Price, Nicole Murray, and Benny Luna.
The call on the floor is a unsportsmanlike on McCowan. So they did upgrade it. And Vic Schaefer is not happy.
So all 4 fouls called on Mississippi State here in the first half have been offensive. Holly?
And guys, Coach Schaefer's got to be very careful right now. He was obviously very upset earlier when they first called the foul. He's calmed down a little bit now. He's having a conversation with Michael Price, but he was warned. He was out of the coach's box. They pushed him back into the coach's box, and he has received a warning. So he's got to be careful that he doesn't get another technical because they've warned him to get back in the box and calm down.
So the 2 free throws was a penalty, Holly, and then the ball gets inbounded opposite the table. You don't go to point of interruption when it's an unsportsmanlike.
And it looked from his body language over there that he was talking about what you were talking about. The defender is getting up underneath and into her and taking away her space to turn. The argument that Vic was trying to make. Still a 1-point game, 5:35 to go here in the first half. The top 2 scoring teams in the country, both over 90 points per game. And Cazorla, I think all 5 of her buckets have been dribble drives. She's got 10 here in the first half.
I mean, she is just taking Jasmine Holmes off the bounce. Holmes has got to do a much better job of keeping Cazorla in front of her.
Danbury mid-range is good. Looked like they changed up the defense again there, Debbie, and they had a chaser on the three-point shooter, Bibby. We'll see if they stick with that.
They were toying around with a little triangle and two, and we saw a little look like a box and one earlier.
Baseline drive and the pull-up. Ionescu now with 6 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists.
What a beautiful jump shot. She rejects the screen, 2-dribble pull-up into a beautiful-looking jump shot.
She's been taking more shots the last couple of games and scoring, averaging 28 points over the last 2 contests.
And she takes 14 field goals a game. That's the most on the team.
Another mid-range from ANRIEL Howard as Mississippi State bumps its shooting percentage back over 50.
This is a great time to look for a backdoor play, just because Mississippi State is really amping up their pressure.
On the drive and walked, and give credit to McCowan there. She heard footsteps as Tierra was coming over to help.
Nice mid-range jumper. And then watch, here comes the screen. Reject the screen, drive, pull up.
Under 4 to go in the first half. Both Danbury and McCowan playing with the 2 fouls. Bibby's 3 is off the mark. And Jordan keeps it alive.
Long threes, long rebounds.
Howard walked.
That was really good defense.
Sabali is going to check out right now, replaced by Taylor Chavez, the freshman from Surprise, Arizona. She and her sister, who's out right now with a knee injury, coming over from Germany.
Pizzolis did a terrific job handling the ball up front.
Ionescu for 3, got it.
I mean, slice and dice. Offense looks pretty good.
The versatility, too, Debbie, of the guards. They can score when they have to. They are both good distributors of the basketball.
They don't make many mistakes. Yep. They don't turn it over.
Danbury on the drive, and she is stood up and fouled by Boley.
See, Danbury was on the same angle to the bucket that we are, and there was no space or gap there, and her quicks allowed her to draw that foul. Look for the lob play.
Bibby got caught up in the air, was able to get a bounce down. Danbury will pull up short. Howard, offensive rebound, finds McCowan, and they'll get another opportunity. And that one goes in and out.
McCowan's got to be careful.
Numbers for the Ducks. Ionescu looking for the assist, and she gets it. Timeout, Bulldogs.
This thing called love, I can't handle it. This thing called love, well I must get around to it. I ain't ready. Plays a little thing called love.
This holiday, give the gift of Peloton.
How did you know?
Right? Who would have thought?
Well, coming up on the E-Trade halftime report, a big win for the Stanford Cardinal against Tennessee, and also the release today of the WNBA schedule for next summer. It's a good one. It'll get underway with Phoenix and Seattle next May 25th. That'll be Kevin Connors and Rebecca Lobo coming up on the E-Trade halftime report.
How about Stanford back-to-back top 10 wins? Baylor at home and then on the road doing at Tennessee.
Ducks are on an 11-4 run right now. And Howard will stop that.
Good interior passing. There's no screening going on here. Do you notice that?
Yeah.
They're just trying to get open.
Cazorla with 12, Ionescu with 9. In fact, all of Sabrina's scoring coming in this second quarter as the guards have been getting the work done. Holly?
Well, I listened into Vic Schaefer's last huddle after he had called timeout, and he's frustrated with his big, Tiara McCown, that she's not posting up hard enough. He said, you're not posting up, you're just standing there. So coming out of the timeout, she was a little frustrated. You could see it on her face, but she went right out, posted up hard, and then dumped it down to an open Howard. She responded to what he challenged her in the huddle.
Ionescu fouled on the shot. You know, when you talk to Vic Schaefer, as we did today at practice, they're so proud of, okay, we're going to recruit the kind of student athletes we want to coach. We're going to retain the players and have them grow and develop over the course of their 4 years. And what a run it's been for this Mississippi State team, including those back-to-back trips to the championship game. That wasn't an easy place to win not so long ago.
I mean, this is his 7th year. His first year, they won 13 games. To think about what he was able to do in years 5 and 6. And every year, they get a little bit better. And last year, they lost 4 starters. A year before, they lost 4 starters. I think you'd say Vic Schaefer knows how to develop players.
Lost 4 starters and lost 4 starters. And there's a foul on McCown. By the way, you may have recognized a familiar face behind Coach Schaefer over there on that bench. For you fans of Entertainment Tonight and a former colleague of ours on the sports side, Kevin Frazier is a family friend of the Schaefers. He's an assistant coach today.
He's got the colors on and everything. We told him not to get in any trouble over there. Don't try to call timeout, Kevin.
Blair Schaefer, the coach's daughter, who was a star on their last couple of teams and is now entering our industry, the sportscasting biz. She actually was an intern for Kevin Frazier on Entertainment Tonight, and now she's doing it all. This is how you start out in this business,
That's
folks.
Right. Doing a great job.
She's working with the CBS affiliate right back in Columbus, Mississippi. And Kevin's been a good mentor and a role model for her. He looks a little nervous over there. He's working that gum on the sideline. Free throws cut it to a 4-point game, and then the takeaway.
Second time they've been able to turn them over in this situation in the full court. Now, you got a chance for 2 for 1, but you have to practice this if you're going to be able to do it.
2 for 1 with the shot clock and the game clock to end the half. Howard, the pull-up. Okay, there's the 1. Now, Oregon's going to have to take a shot.
See, that's the second time that ANRIEL Howard has recognized Taylor Chavez has switched off on her at the top of the floor, and she scored both times in that matchup.
Difference is about 8 seconds, shot and game clock.
This is who you want to have the ball under 10.
She's going to have to jack, and does. So an opportunity here for the 2 for 1 for Mississippi State to tie it or grab the lead. Danbury fouled on the drive. Terrific clock and game management here, and good decisions by the Bulldogs.
Really good. Understanding the time is running down. Now, I don't know where the foul is there from that angle. Kelly Graves obviously has his chance to get upset.
Oh, and that's the second on Cazorla. And Graves does not think she got her money's worth on that one. And did he just get teed up?
Michael Price just teed him up with 0.8 on the clock at the end of the half.
Oh, he put the fish hook in his mouth. And that was enough for the official. What a swing this could be in Mississippi State's favor. Holmes hits the first. Remember, they just made the two-pointer at about the 40-second mark. So 4 unanswered, and Holmes, let's see, with 8/10 here on the clock. 6 in a row for State.
You have time for a catch, and you got to shoot the free throw, so you go back to the point of interruption. This could be, you're right, Beth, big swing here.
Danbury was the player that was fouled on the drive.
With 0.8 on the clock, there's time for a catch and shoot for Oregon. Let's see what play they run. You want to try to throw the basketball if you can to about midcourt. You got time for one quick dribble.
For the lead for Mississippi State. It's going to be Adi Gilden who will inbound. And they'll just take it into the locker room. Good finish for the Bulldogs. And a 40-39 lead over Oregon. And a terrific offensive showing for the top 2 scoring teams in the country. And the defending champs of the SEC and the Pac-12 going head-to-head. Let's go down to Holly.
Coach, how much do you practice a 2-for-1 situation? It seemed like your team handled those final moments very well.
It's a veteran team and a smart point guard. And really proud of how we fought this. This whole first half was just a dogfight, but we like it just that way.
Tiara McCowan, just 5 points. I heard you in the huddle kind of challenging her to post up stronger. What do you want her to do beyond that?
Yeah, I think she's standing a little too much, and we need, when ball reversal, we got to get her the ball. You know, we got some dead ends. When the ball gets to some people, it's a dead end. We got to flip the floor and give her a chance. She's pretty good.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
All right. Praise the Lord and go Dogs.
12 ties, 14 lead changes, and a 1-point game. Now let's send it to Kevin Connors and Rebecca Lobo in the studio.
All right, Beth, thanks so much. All we could have hoped for this matchup here in the first half as we welcome you into the E-Trade halftime report. Kevin Connors alongside the Hall of Famer and UConn legend Rebecca Lobo. I've watched a lot of hoops. Lord knows you have, and you've played a lot of it. Have you ever seen a technical foul in that manner towards the end of a half?
Well, I'm sure Kelly Graves is regretting getting the technical foul, but if you're going to get one, you may as well get one in a way that no one else ever has. I don't think anyone else has done the fish hook, line, and sinker, whatever that was. Yeah. Whatever that was, at least he was creative with it.
He was. It might end up on SportsCenter's not top plays, but one way or another, it was a very creative look there in that first half. Oregon down a point at the half, but Rebecca shooting 63% from the field. What stood out to you in the first half?
Well, the one thing that stood out to me, especially when you're going against a team that has a big, and 6'7" McCowan, is they had 20 points in the paint, Oregon did. They involved McCowan defensively in a ton of pick-and-roll situations. Make the big girl defend on the perimeter. That time, Heber did a terrific job slipping the screen, getting 2 points inside. You want to put a post player, especially one that has the size of McCowan, in a position to be a little bit uncomfortable. Bigs do not like to defend out on the perimeter. So once again, Hebert sets the on-ball screen. Oregon is terrific in pick-and-roll situations. McCowan recovers, but she's on Hebert's back. You get dribble penetration and kick. You take the 6'7" shot blocker out of the play when you make her defend on the perimeter like that, and Oregon did a really good job with that.
Ionescu, about one of the few players on Oregon that didn't shoot the ball well in the first half, but still 11 points for her. Meantime, we go from one top 10 matchup to another one tonight, going down in Knoxville. Number 9, Tennessee, hosting number 8, Stanford. Second quarter, Dejanay Carrington all the way to the bucket. Rebecca, she was 11 of 15 from the field, 4 of 5 from behind the arc, 33 points.
Yeah, Carrington showing everything that she brings to the game. First, you see her with a great Euro step and finish inside, hitting threes. Tennessee answered. They kept this close for a while.
Avina Westbrook had a fabulous game. And then next possession, Renaya Davis to Mimi Collins. Vols up by 1, Rebecca.
Yeah, and this was a way, though, for Stanford to close out this game. They're coming off a huge victory against Baylor. but that one was at home. Stanford proved that they could show some toughness and close out a game on the road as well.
7-point game midway through the fourth. How about Smith drilling the three? 95-85, the Cardinal win, and Carrington was just sensational in this game tonight.
Well, Stanford shows a lot of balance. This is a team, Atlanta Smith, when they played against Baylor, was terrific, and over 20 points in that game. They can share the wealth, and Stanford this year averaging over 10 made threes per game. They put in a new offense in the offseason. They're getting a lot of looks from the perimeter. They're a well-balanced team. I was talking to Tara Vanderveer before the season, and she said, you know what, my team last year was the worst team I've coached in 25 years. They still made it to the Sweet 16. Yeah. Tara Vanderveer is a terrific coach. And then you see the players that she has this year, the way they're playing. This is a team that can contend for the Final Four.
Fellow Hall of Famer there, right next to you. They're in Springfield, Massachusetts there, and obviously another fabulous top 10 matchup. And meantime, number 18, Kentucky, no problem tonight with Western Carolina. The 60-point win. They get 18 from Ryan Howard. Tatiana Wyatt with 16 points. They shoot 59% from the field in the 60-point win. Hey, we're talking about stars on the other side of this time. Out at the WNBA level, the schedule release was earlier today. We'll talk about some intriguing matchups next.
This halftime report is presented by E-Trade, the original place to invest online.
$60 months financing at 0%. Say happy holidays to money well spent. If additional offers are what you desire, visit your John Deere dealer before they expire. Now start up your engines and drive out of sight. New John Deere equipment for all, and to all a good night. See your John Deere dealer today to discover more great deals and special financing offers. New year, new Deere.
Success without integrity means nothing. Every hour of every day, be the man of today. Boss Bottled Tonic.
Breathe freely fast with Vicks Sinex.
My congestion's gone. I can breathe again! Oh, I can breathe again! Oh.
Vicks Sinex. Breathe on.
This thing called love, I just can't handle it. This thing called love, I must get around it. I ain't ready. Crazy little thing called love.
This holiday, give the gift of Peloton.
What? How did you know?
It's true, Las Vegas is known for entertainment, but there's a new game in town with a little something for everyone. The Pac-12 Women's Basketball Tournament, embracing the dynamics of change and bringing West Coast women's basketball to this special desert city. The Pac-12 Women's Basketball Tournament, March 7th through the 10th at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. The dynamics of energy, skills, and fun. You won't want to miss it. Get your tickets now at pac-12.com/tickets.
Compete, because the competition won't stop. They're coming, stronger, faster, longer than ever. True contenders don't play around.
Men up, check. Chest out, check. Chin up, check. Discipline, check. Listening, check.
Think you can hang?
Check.
Prove it.
Form them into those. They discreetly take this and turn it into that. We send your aligners directly to you, and in an average of 6 months, you could have a lifetime supply of confidence. Join more than 250,000 satisfied groaners who got a smile they love for only $80 a month at SmileDirectClub.com.
Get 3 months of wireless for $20 with Mint Mobile.
3 whole months for just $20? That'd make the holidays even happier.
Pine tree, please. Redwood.
Yeah, ugly Christmas sweaters are cool. You know what's cooler? Ugly Christmas tuxedo. Oh, you guys got a turkey. Cute. We're having an ostrich.
Upgrade your holiday season by getting 3 months of wireless for a single payment of just $20. Happier holidays from Mint Mobile.
The ESPN app now with ESPN Plus. Get more ESPN and download now.
This halftime report is presented by E-Trade, the original place to invest online.
All right, so it's one thing to have the Hall of Famer Rebecca Lobo here in studio breaking everything down for us, but it's another thing to have her get loose and way to get the season started with a rematch of the semifinals last year, a fabulous one at that, Seattle and Phoenix.
Well, first of all, some people probably actually believe that I was in the edit room coming up with this. Some of the best WNBA basketball we ever saw was played in that semifinal series between Phoenix and Seattle. It was a phenomenal series. Yeah. Seattle got up 2-0. Phoenix was able to come back. Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird going back and forth. Diana Taurasi last year had one of the best seasons of her career. So there's no better way to start the WNBA season than to watch those teams go at it once again. We had such a great year in the WNBA last year. They're playing at the highest level we've ever seen. I expect that to continue.
Earlier tonight, number 2 Duke, home to Princeton. This was actually an entertaining game early on, and then Duke pulled away the star power of R.J. Barrett. And then, Rebecca, I want you to break down this block we're about to see from Zion Williamson.
Oh, my. Like I said, I never saw somebody get a technical like Kelly Graves. I've never seen a block quite like that.
He can really get up there. Holy Mount Zion. And then he can also dish the rock. I know you love when the bigs throw it away.
Yeah, see, bigs don't get enough credit to be able to find their teammates on the cut. Nice job.
Williamson all the way to the bucket that time. Great article, by the way, on Zion in the New York Times today. He's a totally different player than the league has ever seen before. They win by 51. All right, Oregon playing without their star freshman Ball. He's out with a left foot injury again. And, Rebecca, that allows some of the other players on this team to step up, right? That's a golden opportunity for some of the guys who the spotlight doesn't shine as brightly on.
And looks like they stepped up just fine as well.
Peyton Pritchard knocks down a 3 from the top of the circle. This, of course, the first of 2 games in Eugene tonight. FAMU gave the Ducks a little bit more than they wanted early on, but Oregon again playing without Ball. A little bit too much in this one tonight. They rally back and win it 71-64 your final. So we got the second half coming up on that very court here. How about some adjustments for each team?
We heard Vic Schaefer in his interview with Holly Rose saying they want to get Tierra McCowan more involved on the offensive end of the floor. She's 6'7". She can finish inside. They want to get her more touches. For Oregon, they have to be really aware of boxing out and corralling defensive boards. Mississippi State is the best offensive rebounding team in the country. In that first half, they had 7 boards. That's going to be a key point for Oregon in the second half. Really,
really good first half. We look forward to the second half. And ANRIEL Howard and the Bulldogs, a 1-point halftime lead. This has been the E-Trade halftime report.
I'm Jimmy Dean, and I wish I could tell you how I feel about a morning like this. And that includes a good hearty breakfast. You need something to kind of warm the whole body up and get it going. It's a great way to kick off your day.
It's Macy's one-day sale with over 25,000 deals of the day. Like 70% off our fine jewelry clearance, 60 to 70% off Effie jewelry, and 50% off brilliant diamonds. Macy's one-day sale, now through Wednesday.
Success without integrity means nothing. Every hour of every day, be the man of today. Boss Bottled Tonic.
This is not a bed. It's proven quality sleep. The new Sleep Number 360 smart bed from $9.99 intelligently senses your movement and automatically adjusts on each side to keep you both effortlessly comfortable. And the best gift of all? A silent night. How smart is that? Smarter sleep to help you shed those sugar cookies. Get a running start on the holidays and take it all in with the patience of a saint. Queen Sleep Number 360 smart beds from $9.99. Plus, it's the last chance for 48-month financing. Ends Monday.
When you are a leader, standing still is not an option. On the field and off, we are a collective laboratory for change. Our campuses are awe-inspiring. Our academic communities, cutting edge. Our athletic versatility, unprecedented. Over the past century, we have adjusted our winning formula and dominated through disruption. The dynamics of change is in our DNA. Pac-12, the Conference of Champions.
Now you can buy faster and accelerate your deal on AutoTrader by putting car buying in the palm of your hand. Start your paperwork online. Choose from actual financing options and receive a real Kelley Blue Book trade-in offer to get a no-surprise monthly payment based on your information. Save time at the dealership when you start your deal online. AutoTrader. Buy faster.
How we see, how we look. Great eyewear is all about both. Thoughtful design. Precision optics. Styles people love. At Zenni.com, we make it all stunningly affordable. So you can see the world the way it's meant to be seen. In perfect focus. Zenni.com. Eyewear for everyone.
You're watching the Pac-12 on ESPN. Mississippi State scored the final 5 points of the first half, including a technical foul on Oregon's coach Kelly Graves, and it's a 40-39 lead. Mississippi State on the road with the edge here as we get set to start the second half. Beth Mullins along with Debbie Antonelli and Holly Rowe. It took a while for Sabrina Ionescu to get on the board scoring, but she's done a little bit of everything so far in this game.
You know, I thought it was a good coaching move at the beginning of the game that Carzola had the ball on the top of the offense to give Sabrina a chance to work her way in the game and not wear her down early. He needs her late. Look at that bullet pass off the left, the rejection of the screen and the pull-up jump shot, and then triple from the wing. She has the ability to impact the game in a variety of ways.
But then things turned in Mississippi State's favor.
Yeah, I thought the interior passing was good, and ANRIEL Howard did a fantastic job of getting this matchup right here, taking advantage of the switching defense and being able to score. And then the fish hook and the technical foul.
Something fishy was going on late in that half. Holly Rowe with Kelly Graves.
Well, Coach, in nearly 2 decades covering sports, I believe this is my first fish hook question. What was the significance?
It was a bad move. I got to know who's calling the game. But, you know, sometimes when they fall for something, it's like, you know, you hook that fish, and they fell for it. So that was a bad move.
So how does your team regroup? You know, they had a lead, didn't finish at the end of the half like you wanted.
Oh, I think we're okay. I mean, I thought we really battled. That's a heck of a first half by both teams, and we battled. You know, 2 good offensive teams. You know, the irony is it's going to be one at the defensive end this half. But, yeah, we just got to eliminate some of the kind of mental errors, the inbounds passes, and, you know, that's what they do. Boy, they don't let you rest at all. And if you are casual for one moment, they take advantage of it.
I hear you. All right, don't fall for anything, Coach.
Are you a fisherman?
I am now.
Okay, it's kind of fun. Just remember, don't do it when you're in a game like this, okay?
Got it. Copy.
Fish stories and pickup lines. 42-39, State with the lead.
I'll tell you who is a fisherman is Vic Schaefer, and he's also a hunter. I always said I want to watch some film in a deer stand with Vic Schaefer one day. Reality TV.
These are 2 well-coached teams, and I think what makes both of their stories so special is, you know what, 5-6 years ago, if you would have told anybody that they were going to be the SEC and the Pac-12 champs, you would have thought somebody was crazy. And they have done incredible jobs at places where winning has not come easy over the years. In fact, last year's SEC championship was the first ever for any women's team at Mississippi State. These two guys have done remarkable jobs getting their teams not only prepared to play, but now in contention for national championships.
So one of the things when Mississippi State comes back out to play in the second half that I always check on the stat sheet is how many fouls do their interior players have. ANRIEL Howard only has one. Watch for her to become more aggressive here in the second half as she does pick up her second foul.
Biggest lead right now of the night for Mississippi State. It has been a while since the Bulldogs have bitten the dust against a non-conference foe. In fact, 46 consecutive non-conference wins. You've got to go back to a road trip to Austin, Texas in 2015, the last time they lost to somebody outside the SEC in the regular season.
Well, when you go back-to-back to the national championship game and you win 37 and 34 the year before, it's a lot of winning for Vic Schaefer.
And as you addressed, they've done it with different teams in each of the last 2 years, had to replace 4 starters both times. Bibby's miss rebounded by Sabali. And Satu, can she go coast to coast? No, she'll drop it off to Ruthie Hebert.
That's the way the ball screen defense is they poke that hedge, and UNESCO just misses an easy one.
Had McCowan in the neighborhood defensively that time, and on the drive, Sabali whistled for the foul.
We spoke to Sabrina Ionescu today at shoot-around, and one of the things we talked about was this play right here. Okay, McCowan is going to poke that hedge. She said, I'm going to hesitate just a second, and then I'm going to go really hard and turn the corner. That's what she did right there. She just missed the shot.
When we talked about Oregon's lack of depth, it will be tested right here. Sabali will sit with her third foul, replaced by the freshman Taylor Chavez. Danbury knocks down the second free throw, and they will slap on the pressure right away.
And you know what, Beth? Aaron Bowling was effective early.
And they'll force another turnover, but then give it right back.
Bowling had 8 points. She hit a couple of triples, but that was early in the first quarter. I'm not sure she scored in the second.
Foul called on Jasmine Holmes, the senior out of Gulfport, Mississippi. She'll knock it loose from behind.
Good poke by Holmes from behind. Get that deflection. Now you can set your defense. Look for Carzola to get it right back.
Hebert offensive rebound. The kick out for 3, Chavez.
That's her 7th triple of the season.
They knocked down about 11 per game. They've got 4 so far, and the response from Howard for 2.
She's got a great motor, does ANRIEL Howard. On the glass, on the defensive end, brings energy every day. Vic Schaefer says every day she shows up with a smile.
And a terrific addition to this Mississippi State lineup. Hebert, well, she had one of the best games of her career last year against Mississippi State, but quiet so far tonight.
You put Bibby on the same side of the floor as McCowan, you got to come with a long closeout. You can create some space. Bibby is their best three-point shooter.
There she is. They closed out on her, forced her to give it up. And as a result, they're going to get it, no damage done. Well, Thursday, how about Zion Williamson and the Duke Blue Devils? We heard Kevin and Rebecca talking about him at halftime. He'll be in the Garden taking on undefeated Texas Tech. The Red Raiders 12th in the country. It's the first ever meeting between those schools Thursday night. So Duke is going to go in the net rankings 3rd in the country, Texas Tech at 4.
Texas Tech was unranked to start the season, and they've gone all the way up to number 12. But do we get to talk about Zion Williamson another time?
I hope.
I can't wait.
He is fun to watch, a terrific addition to the game. And a great freshman class that Mike Krzyzewski has there in Durham. Howard on the drive and one, and a foul on Chavez.
Well, she might have got away with a walk. Howard has been so aggressive here in the second half. Pump fake, 1-2. No, that's good. Off the glass. 22nd point for ANRIEL Howard. She's got 8 points here, I think, in the third quarter.
Well, she is a graduate transfer, as we said, from Texas A&M, and Coach Vic Schaefer said we've had to get her up to speed quickly in just 3 months. But he said she's so engaged, she asks questions, she wants to know things, and he said she brings
Ionescu, the three on the inbounds. And Sabrina now with 14 to go along with her 3 boards and 3 assists.
So fun to watch. Such a good player, highly skilled.
McCowan passing out of the post to Howard, and she took an extra step. So Ionescu, who is the junior from Walnut Creek. Cazorla, terrific pass to find Ruthie Hebert. Maite has been fantastic running the show.
I'm telling you, in the shoot, off the elbow screen, ball screen defense, you know how Mississippi State plays it. Shooters into corners, can't pinch the lane.
Danbury pulls up and knocks it down. State has had the response to every bucket so far in this third quarter.
Well, you heard Coach Schaefer tell Holly on his way off the floor what a mature, smart team he has. They're not going to get rattled on the road.
Rewards program is here, and it's better than ever. Now, earn points 5 times faster than before, and redeem rewards towards anything on our Papa John's menu. Sign up today. For a limited time,
Even hanging with friends, I worried about my Hep C. But in only 8 weeks with Mavyret, I was cured.
Mavyret is the only 8-week cure for all common types of Hep C. Before liver problems, HIV-1, or other medical conditions, and all medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Don't take Maverick with atazanavir or rifampin, or if you've had certain liver problems. Common side effects include headache and tiredness.
With Hep C behind me, I feel free.
Fearless. And there's no looking back, because I am cured.
Talk to your doctor about Maverick.
The mechanics of motion. Every great student athlete has. And it's what makes us the Conference of Champions.
2-point lead for Mississippi State over Oregon here in Eugene. Debbie?
Now watch what happens on the strong side of the floor in this ball screen defense, okay? Here comes the screen. You're going to see the hedge right here. She's going to fight through that, and then the roll to the middle. Now keep an eye right here, because this is Ionescu. You can't help on the roll because there's a kick out there. So watch as the ball goes down the lane. McCowan's got to beat her to that spot. You can't pinch from the strong side. That's why you don't see Danbury helping. She's got Ionescu in the corner. It is a well-designed offensive play, getting the result that you want for Kelly Graves.
Ionescu with 14, Cazorla with 12, Hebert with 10, the double-digit scores right now for Oregon. Howard with 23, and Tiara McCowan's been held to just 5 points, 2 for 3 shooting so far for State. Holly?
How much Vic Schaefer trusts her and trusts her judgment right now with 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
You know, it's a critical point, Holly, because it's an important time in the game here. It's only a one-possession game, and you know the game is going to go like this. There's not going to be a lot of separation at this point.
Bibby running the baseline. Hebert tried to knock it out to a teammate, and it will go back to Mississippi State.
I still think if you're Mississippi State, you have to work really hard to get a quality touch for Tiara McCowan on the block. To think that we're this deep into the game and she's still 0 for 4, or 2 for 3 from the floor. Excuse me, I made a mistake earlier. I read the stat sheet wrong.
She had 35 in the win against Oregon a year ago. And so far the Ducks have been able to keep her quiet offensively, and despite that, the Bulldogs still lead by a deuce.
See, now, if you get Bibby on that spot on that top of the floor to shoot the three with the way Ionescu had to help.
They just reversed the call here and gave it to Mississippi State.
Good D.
Howard, who's had the hot hand, 9 points in this quarter alone. They look out of sorts on this possession. Holmes will just pull up and hit it. Boy, they made something out of nothing right there.
They just don't seem to be moving the ball well.
Another dribble drive for Oregon. How about the Ducks outscoring Mississippi State in the paint tonight?
It's been their ability off the bounce. It's not the back to the basket play. It's the way they've been able to go off the ball screen defense of Mississippi State to get inside. And Chavez with another play.
Freshman with the steal. Ionescu waits for the Hebert screen and then will get swatted by McCowan. That's her third block.
You know what, though? I like it. You've got to attack the shot blocker. You got to see if you can pick up another foul. McCowan does such a great job of moving her feet and staying away from the contact with that reach.
The kick, Chavez, no. McCowan lost it off of her leg. That is a fun matchup to watch. Those two All-America candidates going head-to-head. Ionescu somehow kept the balance. Chavez, the floater won't go. And a trip to the line coming up for Tay.
How about Taylor Chavez off the bench tonight? Averages 6 points and a rebound. Only twice this season she's been in double figures.
They are 8 of 9 from the line. They rarely miss. The entire team is fantastic. Best free throw shooting team in the country.
Yeah, they're pretty good playing with the lead, right? Watch this right here. Beautiful. I love that floater.
Scored all 7 of her points in this third quarter, and we are even at 55.
Back in the triangle in 2 with Chloe Bibby and McCowan being defended.
McCowan, and the foul is going to be called on the floor on Hebert as McCowan tried to turn.
And watch how physical it is in here. Hebert is really trying to hold her out. That foul is on Hebert.
That's her second. I say that was before the shot. And the offensive foul call, they're going to call Howard for a hook. And a technical foul on Vic Schaefer. I believe that is the 5th offensive foul that has been called on Mississippi State. Does Howard hook her with the arm?
Yes, she does.
Yes, she does. Yep. And Vic was apoplectic, did not agree, and teed up immediately. So both coaches with a tech tonight. And freebies for Ionescu. Here's Schaefer after the call.
That is an emphasis this year. And if your staff member has to hold you back, that's a technical foul. If one of your staff, that's going to be automatic. Now that's what they said in the rules seminar that we've been to.
So it is a 2-point lead now for Oregon with the ball. Final 2 minutes of this third quarter. .6-0 run here for the Ducks to grab the lead back.
This is a great opportunity again for a backdoor look, Beth.
Pull up off the ball screen. Hebert, good fight to keep it alive.
Chavez playing with a lot of confidence.
Danbury quick to get out on Ionescu.
And a step-up screen action.
Baseline drive out the other side for 3. And McCowan's got the rebound.
McCowan needs to keep her emotions in check right here.
Her 9th board. Has yet to take a shot here in the second half. Final minute of the quarter and a walk.
Kelly Graves' defensive game plan has been outstanding because the triangle and 2 has really disrupted what Mississippi State likes to run, and they like to run a lot of dribble drive, but they're telling Mississippi State that we're not going to let McCowan beat us on the offensive end, and we're not going to let her rebound. If you're going to come in here and win, you're going to have to do it without McCowan.
And you know that he and that coaching staff have been challenging this team. They have not been pleased with the defensive performances to date.
Well, I'll tell you what, I watched Carolyn Keeger's Marquette team play in Starkville on film, and they were terrific. Off the bounce, they attacked, they got an open court like that, and they got to the rim.
Another block, she blocked that one right out of her shoes, did Tierra. One of the fans right behind me agreed with my verbiage on that. Thank you very much, sir. If she had the red shoes that Holly Rowe was sporting tonight, that probably would not have been an issue.
I was wondering if we could
saw
get
those earlier.
another reference in the game to those red shoes.
Shot clock, an issue right here. It's at 5. Ionescu sees it, launches, short.
Here's a chance to score in transition. Hasn't happened much.
Holmes will settle things down. Shot clock is off. They can get the final shot of the quarter. Howard, they'd love to have her take a look. She's had the hot hand. Bibby for 3 in time, short. .6-0 run for Oregon to end the quarter. The Ducks responding from the halftime deficit, and they are now on top. From the Kelly Graves hook, technical, to the Howard hook, and the Vic technical. Emotions running high in Eugene in our top 10 showdown.
It's Macy's one-day sale with over 25,000 deals of the day, like 70% off our fine jewelry clearance, 60 to 70% off Effie jewelry, and 50% off brilliant diamonds. Macy's one-day sale, now through Wednesday.
Success without integrity means nothing. Every hour of every day, be the man of today. Boss Bottled Tonic.
Put a smile on everyone's face this holiday with great gifts from Amazon, with low prices and fast, free delivery with Prime. For everything you need this holiday, visit Amazon.
My name is Jeff Sheldon, and I'm the founder of Love Monk. Before ShipStation, it was crazy. Like, it's great when you see, 100 orders come in, but then you realize I got 100 orders that I actually have to ship out. ShipStation streamlined that whole process. The order data, the weights of the items, everything is seamlessly put into ShipStation. So when we print the shipping label, everything's pretty much done. It's so much easier. So now we're ready, bring on the orders.
ShipStation, the #1 choice of online sellers. Go to shipstation.com/TV and get 2 months free.
ESPN, the home of the NCAA Women's Basketball Championship.
Ogunbowale for the win. Good! Notre Dame wins the national championship.
If you or a loved one were exposed to Roundup weed killer and were later diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, call right now. You may be entitled to financial compensation. Glyphosate, the primary ingredient in Roundup weed killer, was recently designated a probable human carcinogen by the World Health Organization. Call right now.
Call 800-787-2185. That's 800-787-2185.
10 years ago, I had an undiagnosed heart condition, and erectile dysfunction was actually the first sign that something was wrong.
Luckily, I'm a doctor, an expert in sexual health, and Zach's dad.
Not everyone has a doctor in the house, and some health conditions can be really tough to talk about. We started Roman to change that.
Now you can go online and chat with a physician.
And if treatment is right for you, we'll ship FDA-approved medication right to your door. If you're experiencing ED, hair loss, cold sores, or other issues, let's take care of it.
They were expecting a good one, and they are getting it. A 2-point game, number 4, Mississippi State at 7th-ranked Oregon as we start the 4th quarter here in Eugene. SEC champs and the Pac-12 champs, and a pair of Final Four and national champion contenders. $8,951 on hand from Eugene and Matthew Knight Arena. 23 points for ANRIEL Howard to lead all scorers tonight. Sabrina Ionescu with 16 to pace the Ducks. Tierra McCowan has been held to 5 points on just 3 field goal attempts tonight. She scored 35 in their win last year over Oregon, and Jordan Danbury has just picked up her 4th personal foul.
You know, one of the things Sabrina Ionescu told us today at shoot-around was, I know those guards are smaller and quicker, but if I can get them in the paint, I can elevate over them. That was an example right there. She drew a foul on Danbury by being able to get her into the paint and trying to score over the top.
Both teams 13 of 14 at the free throw line tonight. Holly?
Well, guys, I just listened into the Mississippi State huddle, and Vic Schaefer reminded his team of what he said in his pregame speech. He said, I didn't say it would be 30 minutes of hell. I said it would have to be 40 minutes of hell. He reminded them that in the 4th quarter, those 3-point shots that Oregon likes to take are harder to fall, that rebounding would be important. And as you can see, they've turned it up, but that is crucial. Danbury's just fouled out.
About 90 feet away from the basket, she commits her 5th. And a starter is out for Mississippi State.
You got to be smarter than that. You just have to. You know you've got 4. You just picked it up.
And I think this is the first time we are seeing Breamber Scott tonight. The sophomore from Little Rock has checked in. That's the first time this season a Mississippi State player has fouled out of a game. Ionescu for 3, and she got fouled on the shot. And it's Scott who just checked into the game.
Sabrina Ionescu with a little bit of space. Oh, wow. I don't know. I mean, she had room to come down. I don't like it.
Yeah. He's the only player in the country averaging over 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists per game. She's already got a couple triple-doubles to her credit to give her 12 for her career. That's tied with former BYU standout Kyle Collinsworth on the men's side with 12 career triple-doubles. They hold the NCAA record together.
If I had a women's college basketball fantasy team, I think she's my first pick.
She's your number 1?
I think so. She is a stat stuffer on the right side of the box score.
Bumped it up to a 5-point edge. They give McCowan a touch. Her first shot of the second half, and it's no good.
Oregon is very good with a lead. They've got a 2-possession lead right now. There's a shoe on the floor.
Hebron and McCowan. It's a held ball. Those two have been getting after it all night long.
Jump ball.
Giving no quarter.
Nothing excessive or extra there.
It's going to be Mississippi State with the arrow. What a difference it's been. 35-19 and 5 blocks last year. She's got a double-double in 16 straight games. That's in jeopardy right now. And it's a 9-2 duck run.
McCowan reposting.
Breamber Scott, the air ball.
They should not even be taking a shot right now.
Ionescu to Hebron. Hangs and hits.
That's a big shot. That time, McCowan too tired to hard hedge. She stays back in the gap, and Hebron makes her pay.
The right tech can move you. tech can move the world. De-stress your drive with the all-new 2019 Nissan Altima. Impossibly smart.
Wake up, wake up. The time has come for paths to be beat and treasures won, and impossible tales to be sung. As we take on our foes, together as one. Till we send our fears back to where they came from. Wake up, wake up. The time has come.
Heading west to where the sun sleeps. City fallout, let our lungs breathe. Can you hold me? I can't even speak. Oh my, here it goes. 'Cause this is already bigger. This is already bigger than life.
There to be devoted. Jared. Success without integrity means nothing. Every hour of every day, be the man of today. Boss Bottled Tonic.
We know your game. You underestimate us. Pretend we don't matter. Create excuses while we persist. We play the best. We beat the best. You see us. So when you're ready to play ball, you know where to find us. Watch on Pac-12 networks.
Oregon has done a terrific job of attacking the two-man game. Here's the screen, and what McCowan has been doing is hedging, but this time she stays in the gap. And watch what Sabrina Ionescu does. She's been watching the second level the whole game. So see, McCowan doesn't jump out. Look at that pocket pass. Beth, it's perfect. Right to Hebert to finish.
One thing to keep in mind is Tara McCown usually averages 25 minutes a game. At this point in the game, she has played 32 minutes. I can tell you that during shoot-around today, she didn't have her typical energy, in my opinion. I've checked with their staff. They say she's not sick, but she did take a blow to the forehead earlier in this game. She's had some ice on it during the timeouts at times. So I don't know. I've seen her play a lot. This is not the typical Tara McCown energy that I'm used to seeing.
You know, it's tough for big girls to play that long, that many quality minutes. And like that play right there, Holly, she has been jumping out on the hedge the whole game. That's the first time that she didn't. Fatigue might be taking a factor.
2 shots in the second half, that's it. And she's missed them both. And as a team, Mississippi State now only 2 points in the last 6 minutes, as Oregon has opened up the advantage. Ionescu over McCowan won't go. But Sabrina beats everybody to the loose ball. "21 points for her tonight with 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and it's Cazorla again, right down the lane.
Every time you have Sabrina Ionescu in the corner on the strong side, you cannot help.
3 ball is good from Scott.
That showed a lot of confidence by Breamber Scott, the 5'11" sophomore. That's the first That's the first deflection on that, and the way she pokes that hedge, right?
And they forced him into a tougher shot there, and they're rewarded with a 1 and done. Holmes slicing to the bucket. Numbers the other way for the Ducks. Ionescu. I'm not sure anybody hesitates in the game as well as she does.
She got a good hezzy game.
Yeah. Another stop and start right there for her to shake a defender, and a trip to the line where she's 11 for 11 tonight.
Here's the thing. I mean, if you're a young player and you're watching, look at the skill set with her left hand. Her ability to drive left, her ability to pass off the bounce with her left hand.
Well, tomorrow night at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ESPN and the ESPN app. It's the DXL Frisco Bowl, San Diego State and Ohio. Check out dual threat quarterback Nathan Rourke with the Bobcats as they look for back-to-back bowl wins out of the MAC. Ionescu now 13 of 13 at the stripe, and the first blow of the entire night for McCowan. Try and catch her breath here for the stretch run. They've already lost. Jordan Danbury has fouled out. And it's ANRIEL Howard time right here for Mississippi State. First foul on Gilden, and Howard will try and add to her 25-point total. She's 4 shy of her career high right now. They've been awfully good at the line tonight, too. Just their second miss. They're now 13 of 15.
That's a pretty good stat line. And you know what? You expect that kind of stat line. She misses both. And you expect that because of all the attention that Sierra McCowan draws on the inside. They've got to guard her with 2 or 2.5.
Another little hesitation. The shoulder shake. Hebert, weak side rebound.
Chloe Bibby's got to come alive here, Beth, for Mississippi State. The last time she scored with 6:29 left in the second quarter. Vic Schaefer's got to find a way to get her free for some offense.
Ducks up 10. 5.5 to go.
'Twas the holiday season, and in your garage, a brand new John Deere. That's not a mirage. With 60 months financing at 0%, say happy holidays to money well spent. If additional offers are what you desire, visit your John Deere dealer before they expire. Now start up your engines and drive out of sight. New John Deere equipment for all, and to all a good night. See your John Deere dealer today to discover more great deals and special financing offers. New year, new Deere.
Success without integrity means nothing. Every hour of every day, be the man of today. Boss Bottled Tonic.
With my hepatitis C, I felt I couldn't be at my best for my family. In only 8 weeks with Maverick, I was cured and left those doubts behind.
I faced reminders of my hep C every day, but in only 8 weeks with Maverick, I was cured.
Even hanging with friends, I worried about my hep C, but in only 8 weeks with Maverick, I was cured.
Maverick is the only 8-week cure for all common types of hep C. Before starting Maverick, your doctor will test if you've had hepatitis B, which may flare up and cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you've had hepatitis B, a liver or kidney transplant, other liver problems, HIV-1, or other medical conditions, and all medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Don't take Maverick with atazanavir or rifampin, or if you've had certain liver problems. Common side effects include headache and tiredness.
With hep C behind me, I feel free.
Fearless.
And there's no looking back, because I am cured.
Talk to your doctor about Maverick.
It's Macy's one-day sale with over 25,000 deals of the day. Like 70% off our fine jewelry clearance, 60 to 70% off Effie jewelry, and 50% off brilliant diamonds. Macy's one-day sale, now through Wednesday.
Compete. Because the competition won't stop. They're coming. Stronger, faster, longer than ever. True contenders don't play around.
Man up, check. Chest out, check. Chin up, check. Discipline, check. Listening, check.
Think you can hang?
Check.
Prove it.
When Zion and RJ run the floor, it's double the freshmen, double the fun. Oh my.
And you can see Zion and R.J. Barrett and the rest of the Duke Blue Devils at Madison Square Garden as they get set to take on Texas Tech Thursday night, 7 Eastern on ESPN2. Out of the timeout, Mississippi State trying to change their fortunes, although Tiara McCowan will stay over on the sideline. They're down 10, 5:27 to go. Holly?
Well, guys, in that last timeout, Vic Schaefer was really imploring his team to have some pride. He said, I can't believe everybody's heads are down. Why aren't we competing harder? I think that we would be more excited. It's a top 10 matchup. Where's the competitive fire? He just wants them to find something in their tank right now.
And they're running out of time to find it.
Triangle and 2 has been outstanding. And there's Bibby's first field goal since the second quarter.
They're going to give her a 2 on that.
That's what we said going to break, that Bibby had to come alive, that Vic Schaefer needed to get her going, and he runs a great set to get her the ball.
I take Cazorla fouled out top.
Off the timeout against the triangle and 2. You know, Chavez needs to lock and trail on that. She's been doing that all game. This time she doesn't go right behind Bibby and chase her off those screens. She goes around and over the top of that baseline screening action. That's why she was open. All she needs is a half a second.
Cazorla continues to impress tonight. 16 points to go along with her 5 assists.
Well, the same thing here, Beth.
Holmes, short and a foul. And how long do the Bulldogs keep McCowan on the bench? Now we're under 5 minutes to go.
Second foul in the game. Team foul number 2 on Oregon.
Second foul on Ionescu.
Holmes goes line for 2 shots.
She leads the country with 8 double-doubles. So,
well, I think the rhythm of your team changes with her on the floor, right? So they can't get a lot of movement, and when she's off the floor, the lane opens up a little bit. Maybe Vic Schaefer feels like getting Holmes to the free throw line, getting some shots for Bibby. Going a couple more possessions maybe before you bring her back. Maybe the next dead ball, next opportunity on defense.
And the blocking foul is going to be called on Howard.
Number 5. ANRIEL Howard, her 4th foul.
So that's the 4th foul now on Howard. Ionescu back to the line where she's 13 of 13, 23 points. It's their Women in Flight night here in Eugene, and they encourage all the fans to fill in their signs. Who inspires you in this youngster courtside? I am inspired by Sabrina because she's awesome.
Yeah, that is so cool. Sabrina, you are so amazing is what she wrote on her sign. That's fantastic.
Terrific job by everybody really here at Oregon for a night like that. Women in Flight and the crowd that they've got in here. Terrific energy. Carter fouled, and she'll go to the line.
It's interesting for Kelly Graves. This team has done such a good job of not fouling the shooter, and that's back-to-back plays where they fouled the jump shooter.
We filled in ours, so we're inspired too today. And I know a lot of sports fans around the country and movie fans inspired over the years by Penny Marshall, and in her honor, the 2 L's in her last name there, the L's from Laverne and Shirley. Yeah. We're going to miss her. She was an amazing sports fan and did so much for us at the movies as well.
Yeah, my favorite movie, A League of Their Own. We don't have time for you to go through all the lines right now, but
oh,
so just save them.
I could give them all to you.
Marla Hooch.
What a hitter.
My favorite one.
Need more night games. Hebert will kick it out. Ionescu. Swatted away. Sabrina gets it back. Shot clock winding down. And the takeaway from Mississippi State, under 4 to go.
Got to score here.
Scott fouled on the drive, and Oregon's got to be careful here now. These fouls to stop the clock.
That's 3 consecutive trips that Mississippi State is going to the free throw line. Oh, excuse me, that one's on the floor. That's just the 4th team foul. The next one will be free throws.
Schaefer encouraging Holmes, hey, we gotta go, we gotta go. Carter trying to back in on Hebert. Short on the shot, and it will go to the Ducks. As McCowan stays on that sideline. She played the first 34 minutes of the game and looked a bit winded, so they got her a break, but she's been over there now, remaining on the sideline with this smaller unit, trying to get some pressure and force some turnovers. Oh, almost got one right there. Instead, it's a breakaway. Cazorla. She's been running a layup line all night.
What a bounce if you're Oregon.
Howard quiets the crowd momentarily as Mississippi State tries to fight back to stay undefeated and keep the streak alive. They've won 46 in a row against non-conference opponents in the regular season.
And this is why Oregon is good with the lead, because they are an outstanding free throw shooting team. As you already mentioned, that they lead the nation in free throw percentage. 85% on the season. They are shooting 96% tonight, and sometimes the ball just bounces your way.
25 for Sabrina. She's not flirting with the triple-double tonight, but after a scoreless first quarter, she has turned it on.
I almost think that was by design, that Kelly Graves had her playing off the ball to start the game. Maite Corzola did such a good job of running their two-man game through the shoot. That keeps Ionescu fresh for a late fourth quarter game, right? When you need her the most.
Holmes gets that one up off the glass. She's already set the school record with a 17-assist performance and a career high from the line for her tonight. 17 of 17, and she gets the bounce there.
The clock's running, so you don't need to walk the ball off the floor like that.
29 for Sabrina, and the long three for Howard in a quick timeout. 8-point game, under 2 minutes to go. Holly?
Well, guys, you see Sabrina Ionescu really going off lately. It was in the first half, though, she was elevating her teammates. She's been working with what they call a thinking partner. Brett Ledbetter is a great coach around the country, works with a lot of different sports teams, and he has been working with Sabrina and telling her, you need to get a PhD in elevating your teammates, increasing the performance from your teammates. Brett has worked with teams like Florida softball when they've won championships with Tim Walton, with Oklahoma. He's working here at Oregon, and I just love that. He's her thinking partner of how she can elevate her game. I'd say they've had some pretty good thinking sessions.
How about 13 points in the fourth quarter alone? Let's think about that for a moment, Debbie.
Well, one of the greatest compliments you can give any player is that they make their teammates better. Well, certainly she does that. I mean, if you look at what she's capable of doing with the ball in her hands, she assists on 37% of her teammates' baskets, according to her hoop stats.
And here's the thing, we were talking about it at shoot-around a little bit. It is quite an accomplishment when you can lead your conference in both scoring and assists, but that also means you've got the ball in your hands an awful lot. So you better be constantly working with your teammates to assure them that you're not a ball hog. You can elevate everyone else's game, and it will pay off for everybody. And she's been able to do that over the course of her career.
Let me just mention this, because you know we talk about the history of the game a lot. No time in the history of our game has any team won the national championship with their point guard as the leading scorer. And I asked Diana Taurasi about the 2004 team, and she says Maria Conlon was a point guard.
Shot clock was winding down. Moving briskly now, under a minute and a half to go. Another layup. So Vic Schaefer deciding to try and open up the floor a little bit and use his athleticism as opposed to playing Tiara McCowan here in the last 6 minutes of this game. And the 5th foul on number 5, ANRIEL Howard. So 2 Bulldogs have fouled out tonight. And she will do so with a career-high 30-point performance.
That's not where you want to foul. You got it to a 2-possession game.
Yeah.
There were 15 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, you want to foul either early or now just let it play out. And certainly not her with
you didn't
4
want
fouls. No.
And I think Coach Schaefer's explaining that right now.
30 points for Howard tonight. But it's tough to come back when the opposition isn't missing free throws. 26 for 27 as a team.
Beth, you bring your team on the road in this environment with a team picked to win the Pac-12. And you're picked to win the SEC. You only gain from this experience. If you can get Bibby free for a 3, that's what you want. Ionescu's guarding her now.
Got a blocking foul. And by the way, for Oregon, of course, if you've been following women's hoops and the Ducks, NCAA sanctions coming down against the program. They still have an opportunity to appeal, but right now they are looking at a 2-game suspension for Kelly Graves. And a lot of the speculation here in Eugene is that, you know, and around college basketball, he might choose to sit the next 2 games, which would be Air Force and UC Irvine, and take the suspension before they get into Pac-12 play.
First Pac-12 game, January 4th, here against Washington. I'd go ahead and get it out of the way.
Failed to promote an atmosphere of compliance. Basically, they had a strength and conditioning coach that was running in some drills with them. But right now, it would be the biggest win of the season for Oregon as they hold the lead in the final minute. And for more on Ionescu, Holly?
Well, we've tried to teach you a lot about players through the years. And Sabrina, we've told you all about her scouting progress. And we have not told you about her fluency speaking Romanian, part of her heritage from her parents. She speaks to her mom every day in Romanian.
Ce mai faci? Fac bine, jucăm astă noapte. Ce preferi? Nu, ce preferi? Tragi basket sau paseze mingea? Eu prefer să pasez mingea. Really? Mm-hmm. Good. Care este cel mare sportiv roman? Nadia Comaneci. I will say thank you. Mulțumesc. Mulțumesc.
Spoken like a true point guard, we all like to pass more than shoot it.
I I need to work on my Romanian. I'm aware. I'm a fluent French speaker, but I don't have the Romanian accent down, but I'll get better at it because she still has another year in college, so I'll work on it.
We applaud the effort. 82-74. Oregon in charge right now. Final 30 seconds of this one. 27 of 28 at the free throw line. And really, the story of this one is they've been able to outscore the bigger Mississippi State team off the bounce and get into the lane.
Well, I think it was the ball screening defense of Mississippi State that they attacked all night, and they have enough ball handlers and skilled players in that two-man game that they were able to manipulate that to get the right personnel. I thought Kelly Graves' defensive game plan as well was fantastic with the triangle and two, which we saw multiple possessions of. And he wasn't even sure today at shoot-around if he would even use it.
And they will hold Tierra McCowan to a season-low 5 points, holding her to just 5 shots. This is a Mississippi State team that went undefeated through the regular season last year, 30-0 en route to the regular season championship in the SEC. And they will taste defeat for the first time this year. The Oregon Ducks will win the top 10 showdown here in Eugene. 29 points from UNESCO to lead the way. (82-74) the final. 20 points for Maite Cazorla. And that all counters the 30-point night for ANRIEL Howard. And Kelly Graves has picked up his second top 5 win in 5 years as the head coach for the Oregon Ducks.
I'm impressed with the defensive effort and the game plan and the scheming. Remember, Notre Dame won a national championship without a lot of depth in a 2-3 zone with a lot of offense.
And Holly Rowe now has Sabrina.
Well, first and foremost, who taught you how to shoot free throws? You were deadly from the free throw line tonight.
I know I wasn't shooting the ball well from the field, so I knew I had to help my team in some way on the scoring aspect of things, and I had to hit those free throws, and I did.
This was an undefeated team that came into your building. What did you do to limit them on offense? Tierra McCowan with just 5 points.
I mean, we knew their strengths and we knew their weaknesses, and we all were locked in on the defensive end because that's where we knew we were going to have to win, and that's what we did. Ruthie played a hell of a game on the defensive end, and all of us did collectively.
Coach kind of got you guys fired up right at the half going into the locker room. What was the mindset to reset and come back out and take control of this game?
I mean, we knew we had to come out and give it everything we had, just like we did in that first half in order for us to win. So we went in the locker room trying to improve on what we weren't doing well in that first half, and that's what we did in the second half. So we're just going to build from this now.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Holly. UNESCO and the Ducks pick up the win over Mississippi State. 82-74 is the final. They improved to 9-1, and Mississippi State 10-1 now on the season. For Debbie Antonelli, Holly Rowe, and our entire ESPN crew, I'm Beth Bowens. Thank you so much for watching from Eugene, Oregon. 82